Working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abode to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They did the mash.
Once there's a woman named Lucinda. She was very mean. Once there was a Frankenstein. Once there was a zombie who was in love at two people. He found a kid at the adoption to adopt and then a wife. Once there was a dog that ate kibble for breakfast. And once there was a zombie and a ghost going down the street. The vampire went to say hi to the zombie and the ghost. And then a vampire boy and girl went out trick-or-treating for the very first time. Then evil spiders came out. Then there was a witch that got surrounded by tarantulas. There was a vampire trying to scare all the bats away. And then the vampire's pet was a very mean, reckless cat that doesn't like to do anything. But he sent her out to scare the two children. His wife was a cat. His wife was a very colorful cat, but some was white. There was a vampire and a skeleton who could change colors. And there was a werewolf and a night with a moon. And the skeleton was having so much fun, he didn't even know that anything was even there. He was just partying in the night sky. And there was a girl that was crazy about pink. She wore pink everywhere she went with pink hair, and one side of her face had pink. The bats flew out of their cave because something scared them. A little witch was boiling up something to eat in her cauldron. And the big Frankenstein walked out and tried to get the little witch. The evil witch was making a special soup. It had wolves and bones from a human. And then the mummy and the scary dog were looking at the witch, and they were spying on her, and they were looking to see what she was doing and what she was making, so they could tell what she was doing. Once they were two college monsters playing basketball. One time there was an evil pumpkin that got pepperoni slices on them. And a bat swooped in from nowhere and grabbed the pumpkin stem. And then the skeleton bride was waiting for the wedding. While that was going on, the witch was making the food for the wedding, and she put a dead frog in the mix. And this little kid was dressing up and thought everybody was dressing up, but really they were not. And he was like, "Boo!" And he said, "Trick or treat." And they're like, "What? What does that mean?" And then he's like, "What is going on?" And then they noticed that they were really a witch and a skeleton and a bat. Once there was a little girl that went out for a while. There was a skeleton at the cemetery causing trouble. There was a witch that wanted to eat some animals. Then the cat came near her to make her a new pal, and they became friends. And then a bunch of spiders came and attacked the cat. Then the cat came and chased the spiders away. And then everybody solved the problem, and then they all became best friends and never fighted again. Good. And me and Jackie. And then the family of Frankensteins were married and had kids. The end. And that shouted out, "Boo."
What are you?
Once Frankenstein went out stomping around.
Are you not anything? No. You're a bat. You had something to add?
And then a director came and tried to go Halloween.
Get a witch's laugh.
Boo.
Boo. Hi.
Okay, everyone.
The great and incredible bat.
When my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash,
he did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash,
It got on in a flash.
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abode to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash,
They did the monster
the
mash.
monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
did the mash,